Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ultimate skill leveling guide for Scum. It is now the 26th of October 2024, 0.95. The Halloween update has just come out, so what I'm going to try and do in this guide is make this as short as possible. And I'm just going to explain the process to you. When we look at the skills, there's 5, 7, 13, 21 skills, okay? I'm going to try and not spend more than a minute explaining to you what is the best way to level up every skill. So hopefully this video isn't longer than like 21 minutes or 30 minutes. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be explaining how to level up the skill, and I'm physically going to do it for 10 minutes. And then I'm going to tell you how to level up the next skill, but I'm only going to tell you how to level it up for like 30 seconds or a minute, and then I'll be doing it for 10 minutes. So I'm going to spend 10 minutes on every single skill, which is going to take me like 2 or 3 hours. And then when I'm done at the end of the video, I will show you how many skill points I gained by doing all the steps in order, and then you can decide which skills you would want to level up with very average real life skills. Like I'm going to struggle with thievery and stuff like that. Okay, but that's what we're going to do. And we're going to start with from the bottom and go down. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so without further ado, let's go. The best way to level up your brawling skill is by finding an armored puppet in a half moon. I'm in the naval base at the moment. I just find a half moon, and then I want to level up my skill with an armored puppet. Okay, so I want to get this armored puppet here so he doesn't die to the suicide puppet. And then I want to put away my weapon. Make sure there's no one here. And now I want to punch him. Punch, move back. Punch, move back. You level up your brawling skill by punching puppets. And you don't want the puppet to die too quickly, because every punch gives you skill points in brawling. Okay? So I'll show you, I'll let you know how many skill points you gain with one armored puppet. Okay, there we go. So the basic strategy is move forward, punch, move back. Don't punch continuously so that every punch that you do has maximum power. Move forward, punch, move back out of his range. So for one armored puppet, okay, I gained 5%. And it took me about 2 minutes. So if I did this for 10 minutes, I would have gained 25% in brawling by killing 5 of these puppets. Now, the best way to level up your melee weapon skill is basically the same. You need an armored puppet. So again, I'm just going to look for an armored puppet, okay? If you don't get an armored puppet, you just make sure you've got one puppet in the place, okay? And then you take a wooden metal sword. Okay, there's an armored puppet. There's an armored puppet, okay? So we're just going to kill that guy. Okay, so again, we've got no skill in melee. Of course, we're leveling up archery, but no skill in melee, and exactly the same standard. Hit, move back. Hit, move back. Hit, move back. And you're going to keep on doing this until he's dead. Okay, there we go. And we gained 5% in melee weapons. Took us about 2 minutes, so we'll gain 25% skill points. And again, it matters that you use the wooden sword, because if you use a metal sword, you will kill the puppet too quickly. It's all about quantity of hits. Now, I'm sure you guys can see that archery is by far the best one to level up, okay? I just have to close this door and hide quickly. I need more arrows. So, very, very simple. How do you level up archery? You try and hit the puppet as much as possible. Again, an armored puppet is really, really good for this, because we're on 30% now, okay? And you hit him in the armor on purpose because you want, and you do it with wooden arrows because you want to put as many shots into him as you can. Okay, and there we gain 10%. That was very, very fast. You know, like, although it's 10 seconds, you still need to find, you just shoot puppets, guys. You just shoot puppets. But armored puppets are really, really good because they take the most amount of shots. That was 10%. So you kill 10 of them, you've leveled up to basic archery. You shoot 10 armored puppets in the chest, and you've leveled up to basic archery. Okay, how do you level up your pistol skill? You let Brenner follow you to this door. And then you shoot him. Then you just shoot him because you can't die. Okay, so you just shoot him. And if a razor comes down, you just kill it with a katana or dao. And there we've got basic handguns with 3 magazines. How do you level up rifles? Exactly the same thing, but with as cheap ammo as you can, which is usually MP5 ammo. And you shoot him. Again, I'm just going to use 3 magazines. Okay, that's how you level up rifles. We just leveled that up to basic and basic. Okay, we're done with all the strength stats. Okay, next, running. How do you level up running? Exactly how you level up driving and motorcycling. You run. And you try and run as far and as fast as you can as possible. Okay, so you basically just run. And the speed at which you're running is very, very important because it's the distance that you're covering. So you don't want to be heavy. I've only got 9 kilograms on me. You don't want to be heavy, okay? You want to cover as much ground as you can, and you just run. That is how you level up running. Let me do this for 10 minutes and see how it goes. Okay, we gained 3% in 10 minutes. And that is why running is always the best skill to take to advanced when you start your character. Next on the list is endurance. Now, clearly you guys can see we only gained half the endurance, okay, compared to the running because there wasn't a lot of weight on us. So this is now at 312. This is now at 148. How do you level up endurance? Now you can level this up in the next video where I'm going to show you how to level up all attributes. But naturally, you just add a lot of weight to you. You put 2 cement bags in your hiking backpack. Put a toolbox in there as well, so you max out the weight of your hiking backpack. You put some tactical armor on you or other weight on you, like a sledgehammer or something. And then you run with a lot of weight on you. And as you guys can see, look at the endurance. 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, and this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to do this for 10 minutes now, but clearly you guys can see how long it took to get to 10, okay? Where this one, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10, okay? That's how much faster the endurance is leveling up now because of our carry weight. Now, when you're leveling up endurance, you always want to make sure you've got more than double your carry weight on you. So it suggests that, you can carry 36 kilograms on your body without getting a big performance score loss. But to level up endurance, you want to make sure you've always got double the carry weight on you. So I'm supposed to have like 72 kilograms on me, but I'm going over that just so that I don't have to worry. Because as I'm leveling up endurance, I can make it a little bit lighter. Like I can remove the toolbox. Okay, so now we're on double the weight exactly. And let's see, if we're still leveling up fast enough. And then our stamina holds a little bit longer. So here we go. 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Still leveling up endurance fast, but you saved a bit of performance score, which means you're not going to be draining your stamina that much. But the thing is, as you guys can see, only 360 now, but we're already on 310. So if we do this for 10 minutes, it's going to overtake the running. Okay, so the running was on 3% after 12 minutes. The endurance was only on 1%. But after 10 minutes, okay, I did the running and the endurance the same amount of time, 10 minutes. After 10 minutes of doing this endurance training, we gained 6% if you subtract the 1% that we gained from the running. So we build endurance twice as fast with this method than we level up running, which is why you always start with advanced running. Because if you're leveling up endurance this way, it's twice as fast as running, plus you're leveling up strength, plus you're leveling up constitution, and you're leveling up dexterity. And when you level up your attributes, which I'm going to show you how to do in the next video, you are going to level up endurance again. Okay? So, clearly the winner. How to level up thievery. Well, first of all, you need a lock picking board. So when you go to crafting, you just go to lock. Okay, lock picking board, and then you'll see what you need. 1 plank, 1 rubber band, 1 nail, 1 padlock, and then improvised workbench. Okay, either that you crafted or that you get and you craft one. Then you need 1 advanced lockpick and 1 red screwdriver. You can climb into an attic. Okay, there's attics in the game if you don't have a base, just to be safe. No one can see you. And then what you decide to lockpick is up to you. What I mean by that is this is completely dependent on your skill. If you are like me, you're probably going to do basic locks, okay? So that you can practice your lock picking, because you don't have a lot of time, as you can see. The time is what's going to pressure you. So it doesn't matter if you're good with advanced thievery. When you level up your thievery with no skill, you're always in a rush. So you can't be very full of, you can't be feathering forever because you're going to run out of time. Okay, so you're probably going to just try and do this with this one. Or you could say, okay, since I'm rushed with time, maybe I should use the silver lock You know, because if I get lucky with a silver lock, I might be at the sweet spot. And when you open a bronze lock, you get 28 XP. And then, of course, you can get more experience, guys, if you level up your intelligence in a banner bunks to 5 and you drink those ampules to get to 8 intelligence, okay? But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the basics, 28 experience. So you need to open 4 of them to get to 1%. Let's see how much you need for the silver one. Okay. That took me about 2 minutes. To open a silver one, you get 28, you know, minus that, which is 55. Yeah, 55 plus 25. Yeah, you get 55 XP for a silver one. Okay, that took me about 2 minutes. So, yeah, 28 for a basic, 55 for a silver. Let's see how much you get for a gold. This is going to take me long. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that took me 12 minutes to open up 1 gold lock. Okay? So we went from 83 to 303. And I'm sure I don't gain anything from failing. No, I don't gain anything from failing. Okay? So that was 220. So 28 for the basic one, 55 for the silver one, and 220 for the gold one. So clearly, it's weighted to the gold. So if you're good at lockpicking, then this is probably an option. But let me give you my best option. This took me 16 minutes. I opened up 1 bronze, 1 silver, 1 gold. Let me show you the other option. Now, granted, the first way I showed you doesn't cost you any resources. You can do it safely and you can do it forever. But if you're not good at lockpicking, I think you're going to go insane. Okay? But with 8 bobby pins and 8 screwdrivers from 303, okay, that is 7 lockers. From 303 to 688. Okay, so that's 385. 385 XP that we just gained there. So 88, let's do the last one. 88 is 12, is 55. 55 experience, guys. 55 experience. That's the same as opening a silver with a lockpicking board. The same XP as opening up a silver on the lockpicking board. Okay? So, your choice. But you know what's the other great thing about lockpicking this way? You actually gain something. Yes, you don't lose anything by doing it you don't lose anything by sitting in your base or where I sat and level up your lockpicking, but you don't gain anything. So how you level up your thievery, completely up to you. This is my best way to level up thievery. Next on the list, ladies and gentlemen, let me just drop these things that we got over there. Is demolition. Next on the list is demolition. Now, I gained 4% thievery, just by opening up those lockers in the police station. But we can go to that again and do something else. So technically, I did practice on the lockpicking board for 10 minutes and I only gained 3% thievery skill. And if you run from one police station to another police station, plus you take the time that it takes you to get bobby pins and screwdrivers, you can probably gain like 4% or 3% every 10 minutes, depending on how long it takes you, okay? But again, we're averaging on about 5% if you're doing police station lockers. But now, we come to demolition, which is by far my favorite. Of course, all you need is a practice bomb, practice strap, and wire cutters. Okay, that's all you need. Put the practice bomb over here, put the wire cutters in your hand. What do you need to craft the practice bomb? You need a blue wire, 1 scrap metal, a battery, and electrical tools. Okay? And then you put the wire cutter in your hand, and we've got no demolition skill. No demolition skill. You disarm the trap. They give you 5 seconds default, and you go. And you've got 110 XP. So if I cut 10 wires of 5 seconds, and I can fail as many times as I want. Okay, let me just focus here quickly. That's 2. Let me make sure that's 2. Oh, that's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11% in 3 minutes. Now, if you want to gain more experience, like we usually gain 110 XP, okay? When we cut the wire. Because 10 times 110 is 1,100. Now, if you want to gain more experience, then you just press the arrow key on your keyboard down to 4 seconds, okay? And then you're gaining 155. Instead of 110, you're gaining 155. So you're gaining more on 4 seconds, okay? And then you can even put it down to 3 seconds, which is basically what you're going to need to do to disarm suicide puppets in the future. Okay, and even more experience. And of course, the best way to level up demolition is by defusing a suicide puppet when you get to 50% to advanced, because that will give you the extra second. You don't need to get to advanced demolition. You have to get to, on your way to advanced, you only have to reach 51%. And you'll get the extra second on the suicide puppet, which will give you 4 seconds to defuse him, and he will give you the most demolition. Okay, but that's how to level up your demolition skill. Very easy. You can do 110 XP if you want. You can even do less. Let's see, 485. Let's make it 6 seconds. 485. Okay, you're gaining less than 100 XP there. But you're still gaining XP. 568. Let's make it 10 seconds. Okay, 1568. We didn't gain any experience there. What's the highest we can go? 8 seconds. On 8 seconds, we're gaining some experience. From 8 seconds, you're gaining some experience. Okay, guys? That's how you level up demolition. Next on the list is stealth. Okay, we're going down the order. Next on the list is stealth. How do you level up stealth? Well, you make a flag. I didn't build this because if I build this, it's going to affect the skill points on the other skills. So I just used God mode to quickly build this. Flag, 2 foundations, 1 stairs. Get on your belly, crawl into the corner of the stairs and the platforms. In grass, you have to be in grass. Okay, you just crawl into the corner, and there we go. You're leveling up your stealth. And you're leveling up your camouflage. 137, 165. Leveling up your camouflage as well. So, are we using a lot of stamina here? We're using no stamina. I'll be back in 10 minutes. We are at the 10-minute mark, and we're on 15% stealth. Okay, so 15 times 6 is 97. So it'll take you an hour and 10 minutes to get to basic stealth. Yeah, and then you just see what the results are at medium and to get to advanced. And your camouflage is climbing even fast. Developers say the camouflage skill doesn't work anymore. I will test that next week, guys. I will test that next week. They keep on saying the camouflage skill hasn't worked for a long time. I will test that. I will make a video about that next week, if the camouflage skill is still broken and works, or if it's not working anymore. That's how to level up stealth. How do you level up the next one on the list? Driving. By literally driving a vehicle with 4 wheels. Okay? Any. Ranger, Leica, Volkswagen, doesn't matter. But I'm going to show you guys now what I mean by it's distance related. You want to be driving as fast as possible for as long as possible. So if you're leveling up driving, you want to stick to straight roads. Every time you slow down, you're not covering enough distance. Every time you turn, you have to slow down. So you want to be at top speed for as long as possible. Okay, this is a nice road to take. This is a nice road to take. You know, like long roads, long straight roads where you keep your max speed. Why do I say that? We have got no driving skill. I'm going to drive to the end as slow as I can, and then I'm going to drive back as fast as I can. And I'll show you guys that we're getting the same skill. It's not how long you drive. It's how far, what distance you cover. So I'm going to start the Ranger. And I'm just going to drive 20 kilometers per hour until I get to the end. Okay, here we go. I wasn't driving faster than I can literally run. Okay, we reached the end. We gained 53 experience. Driving here at like 25, 27 kilometers per hour as if my character ran here. 53 experience. We should end on about 106 now. So now I'm driving as fast as possible, but I'm covering the same amount of distance. But when I drove that way, it took me way longer. Like, I was in the vehicle way, way longer. So it's not time-based, it's distance-based. $109. Okay? Like I said, you'll end on 106. So it's all about the distance that you're covering. And yeah, that was about, you can cover that distance in about, I don't know, a minute. So you can level up driving to 10% in 10 minutes if you drive as fast as possible. How do you level up motorcycling? With a motorcycle, not with a quad. Quad counts as a vehicle, not with a mountain bike. Mountain bike counts as a vehicle. Motorcycling, you level up with a motorcycle. So dirt bike and the cruiser that's coming out, or any two-wheeled motorcycle. 54 experience, exactly the same distance. Okay? 109, 110 experience, guys. It's all about the distance that you're covering. So again, you can do about 10% if you drive for 10 minutes. How do you level up aviation? Aviation is quite difficult because you have to get a plane, and a plane, there's only 2 planes on most servers. Other servers have more planes, but there's only 2 planes on most servers. No aviation. We're going to look at how much experience we have when we cross that line. Okay, we look at how much experience we have when we cross the line that the vehicle's passed. $53. So you're leveling up aviation at exactly the same speed. The only difference is you can cover a lot. You can go a lot faster with the plane. So how do you level up aviation? You don't fly up, you don't fly down, you fly level. You keep a level, you just keep the plane level so you can travel as fast as possible for as long as possible. Okay? So you're literally just gonna, you can follow the wall, guys. Just go as far as possible for as long as possible. And that's how you level up aviation. Next on the list is awareness. Now, a lot of these things are going to work together in intelligence. You're going to be leveling up awareness, survival, and engineering at the same time by just building your base. But let's just focus on the awareness. When you cut down a tree to build your base, you have to cut these branches so that you can add the sticks to the walls and to your base. Okay, so you have to cut this branch. So we've got 2,400 awareness before we cut that branch. Okay, 2,400. Now, as you're walking, you're going to get more awareness because your character gets experience from every item he sees in his vicinity. But now you're going to stand in the middle of all the long branches, and you're just going to cut all the long sticks into short sticks, which turns into 5 sticks, which turns into more awareness. So I'm going to do that quickly and show you guys what one branch does for you. And as you guys know, you need to cut a lot of branches and a lot of long sticks into short sticks to build your base. Okay, there we've cut every single long stick into short sticks. We're just walking so that we can see everything in our vicinity. And there we are at 3,200, 32%. We want 24%. So we gained 8% with one branch. And as you guys know, you're going to need to cut a lot of branches to build a base. Okay, that's a very natural way to level up awareness. In my previous skill leveling guide, I showed you guys how to run up and down between branches that you cut up And there's other ways where you drag items out of your containers, you know, out of your chests. But this is the most natural, and this is the most natural way to do it. How do you level up cooking, ladies and gentlemen? Well, you make 5 little fires, which is very, very easy, okay? And then you have 15 corn, 5 mushrooms, black pepper, and salt. And you come to the first fire, you say cook food, and then you go vegetable skewer. You say cook. You drag the corn and the mushroom and the salt. You need to put all the ingredients in to maximize it. Okay, I just want to show you guys 5 fires. I know you can double this, but we're going to see what we can do if we just use the one side of the cooking. Okay, then we can just double it. Like if you guys had double the resources and you can use both of the cooking stations on the fire, then that's fine. I'm just going to show you how much you can do with half, and then we can double it. Okay, do that one. Do this one. Check how this one's doing. No, we still got time. Again, it's very important to add all the ingredients to maximize the cooking skill. Okay, and if you've got the DLC, you just look at this and you say, give me an alarm in 2 minutes in game. It's about 40 seconds. Give me an alarm in 1 minute. Okay? Give me an alarm in 1 minute. And then you do whatever you want to do until you get the alarm. Okay, we should get the alarm pretty soon. And you need the watch and the DLC to use the watch and set the timer. But we should get the alarm quite soon. There we go. Take it off. Grab, it's perfectly cooked. This one. Oh, I set 2 alarms on that one. That's why that happened. You can set a 5-minute alarm, a 10-minute alarm. I just set 2 alarms on that one, guys. That's why it went off twice. Okay, as soon as this one's green, you can take it. Perfectly cooked. Put it there. And you get 3 uses if you use all the ingredients. Wait until it's green, which is about at a minute. Grab it. Perfectly cooked. Wait for about a minute. Grab it. Perfectly cooked. And for all you guys that are struggling with exhaustion, I hear a lot of complaints about exhaustion. You're not cooking your food. If you're cooking your food, you won't suffer from exhaustion. Okay? So there we go. We just used half of the cooking stations. Okay? And we leveled up our cooking to 51%. So if we used double the amount of corn, if we used 30 corn, 10 mushrooms, if we just used both cooking stations, we would have been at basic cooking right now. Okay, you can do the fancy recipes, guys, but this is the fastest way to do it. Okay, and then the benefit of it is every single one of these uses are giving you 11 protein times 3 is 33 grams of protein. 43 times 3 is 129 grams of carbs. Very low on fat, which I like. It's about 9 grams of fat. And then it's giving you almost 900 milliliters of water. Okay? It's just excellent. And the other thing is, look at the exhaustion recovery bonus. 12 stamina units. Okay? 12 stamina units. If you just take the corn, if you take one corn, if I eat this corn, okay? Again, I put 3 corn into each recipe, so we have to be fair. So if we ate 3 corn instead of cooking it, we would have gained 18 grams of protein, which is less than that. We would have gained almost 120 grams, which is still less than that. We would have gained not a lot of fat, which is good. But this one is giving us 288 milliliters of water. This one, per use, this one is only giving us 150 grams. Okay, and these are per uses. So 11 versus 6. 43 grams of carbs compared to 38. You know, fat is the same, but the water is less. But the exhaustion recovery bonus is 1 stamina unit. The cooked one is 12 times better. So it recovers your exhaustion 12 times faster. So if I eat this, just one use, I'm getting 0.4, 0.9, 490 stamina units recovery, okay? Which is affecting, you guys can see there, exhaustion change is minus 17.9, okay? But if I eat one use of this, instead of the 500 that I got there, remember, it's only one, I only added 3 corn to every one of these, and I'm only eating one of them. You guys will see. I added 3 corn to cook this. I'm only using 1 corn because there's still 2 uses left. I'm getting, okay, that's 12. That was only 500. I'm getting 24 times more stamina units recovery, okay? And now if I go look at my exhaustion, it's 1.2 stamina units a minute. A minute, guys. You are recovering your exhaustion way fast. Okay? And that is how you level up cooking. Don't have to do anything fancy.
Welcome. Feel free
How
to
do you
grab
level
this.
up your medical skill? Well, it's pretty simple. And you don't need a lot of money for it. Okay? All you need is a wooden club, which you can craft very easily. You
Here's
come to
what
the
I've
general goods trader and you buy 10 water bottles. 10. Just 10 for now, which is going to be 350 bucks. And then you buy, you need 3 for every burn gel that you want to craft. So you buy 30 of these plants. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay. And then you just search for plants and you buy 7 of them. So you've got 30 plants. Okay. And then you just craft the burn gel. And you'll be able to craft 10 burn gels. And for every burn gel that you craft, 640. $220 gives you 220 experience for every burn gel that you craft. So 220 times 10 is 2,200, guys. I already had a bit of medical. I already had a little bit of medical. But yeah, you're going to gain 22% medical by crafting 10 burn gels. And it's going to cost you like $500 and a wooden club. So with 2,000 bucks, you can generate 88% in medical. How do you level up sniping? Exactly how you level up rifles, but you do it with an ACOG and an MP5 rail. Okay? And there, with just 2 magazines, we leveled up sniping. If you don't want to go all the way down to attract him, just fail that keypad over there. Fail that first door repeatedly, let him come to you. How do you level up survival? By building a base, just like we did with awareness, but by far the fastest way for me to level up survival, we're on 935, is to use a chainsaw, because you get the most experience. You get experience from cutting sticks into branches into sticks and long sticks into short sticks, cutting bushes down. You get survival through all of that. But when it comes to getting the most survival, I just cut down a forest. 935. $110 experience. And you're going to want to do this if you're going to build the base in any case. But yeah, 10 trees. 10 trees is literally 11% in survival. And if you fill up a chainsaw with fuel, you can cut down a lot of trees. Okay, so it's 110 experience for a tree. We're going to end on 1,700. And then if you cut down a log, which is a little bit slower because you have to target the log, it's 83. 83 experience for every log that you cut into planks. And you want to use the chainsaw to cut logs into planks because you get 6 planks out of every log instead of 4 planks if you use like a saw or something. And there we just gained 10%, guys. We just gained 10%. I think we were on 9%. We gained 10% right there. Okay? And you can always use your vehicle or a fuel can to keep fueling the chainsaw. The chainsaw doesn't lose durability. Yeah? And you can even repair the chainsaw with the toolbox. So you can do this you can do this and just level up your survival. And that's how you level up survival. How do you level up engineering? Now, you guys have seen, while we were leveling up awareness and survival, we weren't doing anything to engineering, okay? So how do you level up engineering? Because engineering is quite important for the simple fact that if you don't have basic engineering, you can't repair your armor or your helmets with a toolbox. which is quite bad because you are, it is going to lose durability. You are going to get shot. Puppets are going to hit you and damage your helmet and your armor. Sentries are going to shoot you. Okay, so how? You build a base. And how this works is with adding resources to blueprints. Okay, so this is a blueprint. We're going to add the sticks to the blueprint. We've got no engineering. We're just going to add the resources to the blueprint. And I had God mode on. Give me a sec. How do we level up engineering? By adding resources to a blueprint. No engineering. 11% engineering. Okay. Just the knife uses. And when you add knife uses, put the thing in your hand. Like I'm destroying the dough at the moment. Okay. Rather use like a kitchen knife. We get a lot of kitchen knives from houses. Take a kitchen knife, put the kitchen knife in your hand. Like this sword is at 89.5%. This knife is at 100%. Okay. If I make another wall and I add with the knife in my hand, 89.5. I added the knife uses 89.5. All the durability comes off the kitchen knife. So put the kitchen knife in your hand so you're not destroying something else on you, like your bushman or your cleaver or your sword. Or make sure that the item that you want to lose durability on this is the kitchen knife or a stone knife, whatever you want to use. Okay, that was 12%. Now, clearly, we had a lot of planks here. Okay, clearly, we cut a lot of planks here when we leveled up our survival. So, you just take your planks, which we're going to do a little bit easier here. 40 planks. And then you need the 40 sticks, which you cut the branch down with. And that's how you level up your engineering. Next one on the list, ladies and gentlemen, and the final one is farming. I'm going to do the cooking and the medical now, but all of it will be in order, okay? How to level up farming is basically you build a farm, okay? You guys can see the land is clear here, like there's no grass. I've already done this. So you put down the farm, you stretch it out as far as you can. You stretch it out as far as you can until there's no more arrows left. You make it, and then you see what you need for it. 20 planks, 40 nails, and a blunt tool, okay? Now, a blunt tool is easy because you can get a sledgehammer or the plank. You can turn a plank into the club. Okay, you need the club. And then you need 40 nails. 40 nails might sound insane, but you can just get 40 scrap metal and turn the 40 scrap metal into 40 nails at a workbench in a town or in a POI. Okay, and then we know how to get planks. So let's do that quickly. And you'll see the first farm I built gave me 41% experience. Okay, so we're going to go nail. 10, 20, 30, 40. Then we're going to go plank. 10, 20. And then we're just going to go club, wooden club. Wooden club, give me 10 wooden clubs. Okay. And then I'm just going to make sure that guard mode is off. Okay. So it takes 20 planks, 40 nails, and a blunt tool. We've got nails, planks on us. Okay. Shift F. 83%. Okay, you build 2 farms, you've leveled up to 83%. Let me destroy this one again, because you need an axe to destroy this farm. You make the farm again, maximum space that you're using. Just go until the arrows don't show anymore. And then the same thing applies again. 20 planks. Nails. Okay, so 3 farms and you're at basic farming. Let's quickly see how long it takes to get to medium with this method. So this method works really, really fast to get to basic. What about to get to medium? Okay, we're at 2%. Now we're at 11%. Okay, so you're gonna have to build like 11 farms to get to medium, and it's just gonna take longer and longer. But if you're like in Luth, this is really, really fast, but I want to do it naturally. Okay, then you can just do normal farming. Like the bigger your farm is, the more seeds you have to plant, the more fertilizer you have to use, the more everything. Okay, so the bigger your farm is, the faster you're going to level up your farming. And then when it's at advanced or wherever you want it to be, then you can build a normal size farm to actually, do farming. But another thing is every time you go and fill your vehicles with gas, okay, with gas, your vehicle, your bike, whatever, you're going to use the gasoline canisters. And then you usually leave them at traders or whatever. In my previous guide, I've showed you that if you fill these gasoline canisters with water, it's the perfect way to fill your brick and cement upgrades on your walls. But what you can literally do is take these gasoline canisters, okay? There's 20 gasoline canisters here. And the Rager can take. The Rager can take. The Rager can take more. The Rager can take more. So let's do this properly. Let's spawn in storage. Big storage rack. Put the big storage rack. Okay, and then we quickly set guard mode. True. We craft the metal chest. And we put the other 2 gasoline canisters in there. We put it in there. So now we've got 20 gasoline canisters on us. And then we take this vehicle and we drive to a river and we fill every single one of them with water. I'll be back now. Where am I going to go to? I'm going to go to this pond or that pond or river, wherever you think it's safe, guys. Get to a river or a pond and fill every gasoline canister with water. Now, the first benefit of doing this, which took me about 10-15 minutes, okay, filling up every single wall, every single gasoline canister up with water, is you'll never need water ever in your life again until you get raided. Then you can just do it again, or you can bury it in a chest, And yeah, if you think the well is useless, or you have a farm in the south, in the desert area, where your farms are using water like like there's no tomorrow, then yeah, you won't struggle to keep them watered like this. Okay, so you take the gasoline canister in your hand, you stand like this on the edge, okay, and you spill. So we are now on 11% farming. And again, we just built the farm. It wasn't raining. We have to make sure that the farm has no water inside it. And then we spill it. And we just tap the forward key so that we're moving forward slowly but surely. Okay. And now we're on 17%. Look at how much water they gained. Our speed was a little bit slow. 3 liters there. 1.42. As long as we don't fill them up, it's fine. As soon as you fill them up, you don't get experience anymore. Okay? So now you just put this one over here. Take this one in your hand. Stand in the second lane. Okay? Stand in the second lane. And then you spill. And you just stay in your lane, making sure you're in the lane. And move forward slowly but surely. And 17, that was 17. That was 6%. Okay, we gained 6% over there. We fill that one up. Okay, so we're clearly missing that one there. We'll cover that one later. Okay, so okay, we didn't fill one of them up. We got close, but we didn't fill one of them up because as soon as you fill them up, you're not gaining experience anymore. And you take this one. Make sure you're in the right lane. Okay, just check the ground that you're in the right lane. Spill it. And you're just walking forward in this lane. And that was 6% again. Okay, so 6% times 20 is 120%. So if you do this with 20 of these water canisters, you will level up to medium farming with 20 of them. Okay, and then you can do it with advanced as well. And again, you're watering. Okay, and then you can plant, and then you can seed, and then you can add fertilizer until you're at advanced farming. And that, ladies and gentlemen, of course, these two will be in order. Like I say, I'm going to show you the cooking and the medical, in the video. I just left the cooking and the medical for last, but that is how you level up every single skill in the guide, or every single skill in Scum. Okay, if you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, click the like button, tell me you liked it. And if you want to be notified of future videos and learn everything there is to learn about Scum, click the subscribe button and the bell button. And when you click the bell button, select all to be notified of all future videos. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. And my next video is where I'm going to show you guys how to level up every single attribute. Okay, and then we're getting back to the normal guide with me and Trinity on LDR. Love you guys. Thank you for the support. See you guys later. Cheers.